On January 17, 2021, 63-year-old Bobby Scott sent a message to his husband of 8 years that in addition to going to the gym, quote, may stop at a guy's house too. The couple had been in an open relationship, so the message wasn't so strange. On January 20th, 2021, when Scott hadn't returned home from that hookup, his husband reported him missing. 2 days later, Scott's 2019 Chevrolet Blazer SUV was found in the possession of 20-year-old Michael Harris Jr. in DeLand, Florida. Harris told police Scott had loaned him the SUV. Scott's husband told police the missing man would never loan his vehicle to anyone. Investigators discovered that Scott and Harris had met through a dating app and had agreed to meet up on the day Scott disappeared. Scott's vehicle would yield important evidence linking Harris to the crime. Blood was found on both the exterior and interior of the car, including the cargo area. DNA testing of the blood matched both Scott and Harris. Investigators also found Harris's fingerprints in blood on the outside of the rear cargo hatch of Scott's vehicle. Scott's cell phone was found abandoned in DeLand, where Harris lived. On Saturday, January 23, 2021, Harris was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. On the 24th of January, the body of Bobby Scott was found in a wooded area in DeLand, Florida. He had sustained multiple blunt force trauma injuries from what investigators believed to be a 2x4 and a beer bottle. Scott's face was so badly beaten that investigators told Scott's husband that it would be best if he did not view his husband's battered body. According to a court affidavit, Harris told authorities Scott picked him up at his home and the two drove to Orlando. Harris told investigators Scott went into an apartment complex while Harris waited in Scott's car. He saw Scott leave that apartment complex with a man Harris assumed to be a drug dealer. Harris said the man had a pistol in his left waistband. He said that Scott got into the car with the suspicious man, leaving Harris in Scott's vehicle, and that was the last time he saw Scott alive. On April 29, 2021, a grand jury indicted Harris on first-degree murder charges. In May of 2023, Harris reached a plea deal, pleading guilty to second-degree murder. In court, a forensic psychiatrist spoke on Harris's behalf, saying that Harris was remorseful, quoting Harris by saying, I wasn't even aware of my actions at that moment. I can't believe I committed such an act. I despise myself for it. The state, for its part, said that Michael Harris had a history of posing as a male escort and blackmailing and robbing some of his gay male victims. In this case, murdering the victim. The court also heard that Harris had struggled for most of his adult life with internalized homophobia, fueled in part by the rejection he met from his family when he tried to come out to them. On June 22, 2023, Michael Harris was sentenced to 45 years in prison. Barry Scott was the general manager at a Daytona Beach restaurant. His devastated husband said that Scott was the love of his life. He and Scott's extended family are shattered at the loss. Please subscribe to the channel.